I'm Brianna Bosch and I own Blossom and Branch Farm. As a fifth-generation farmer, I've learned a lot about different methods and techniques in farming and gardening, and I'm here to share with you the ones that we've found to work the best. Welcome to the farm. Hey everyone, it's Bri here from Blossom and Branch Farm. We are talking about stinging nettles today and how we can use them in the garden to get healthier seedlings and as a natural fertilizer. So stinging nettles are a really great resource in the natural world. They have a lot of different nutrients in them. They have trace minerals in them. They have a bit of nitrogen in them as well, but it's a pretty mild fertilizer. So our theory was, why don't we try it on our seedlings? Because we never want to overpower our seedlings with like a really hot fertilizer, right? If you fertilize your seedlings with too strong of a fertilizer, you're going to kill them. So always diluting it. So that's where the theory of the stinging nettles came into play. I was like, what can we use? So stinging nettles, pretty prolific. A lot of people have them. You can probably walk down the street and find some. If you can't, and this was kind of what sent us into this. Now this time of year, it's obviously winter. We did not make like 1 million gallons of fermented nettle juice and keep it away for seed starting time. So our option is to use dried nettles. So we're gonna do a little recipe. Our experiment here is how these dried nettles affect our lisianthus growth. Is it gonna help them? Is it gonna kill them? I hope not, because all the seeds are sold out. So anyway, hopefully it helps and it doesn't kill them. But we're gonna talk about making it real quick. Let's do it. All we're doing is we're starting with some dried stinging nettle. Now in the during the growing season in the spring, you can find fresh stinging nettle. You can make this with fresh, but right now it's the dead of winter, so all we have is dried, and that's totally fine. So we're gonna start with 1 ounce of dried nettle and 1 cup of boiling hot water. And we're gonna let that steep until it's cool. And then we're gonna go ahead and strain out the nettle. So let's just give it a little stir here. It definitely has a scent to it. It's kind of a sweet, kind of a, I would describe it as an earthy scent. It kind of smells similar to the alfalfa fertilizer that we make, but I don't mind it. I know some people don't like the smell of stinging nettle, especially the fermented one, which you can also do. You can make a fermented stinging nettle fertilizer with fresh stinging nettle leaves and water in a 5-gallon bucket. You just basically let it sit for about a month, 6 weeks, and it gets real stinky. But this one is much milder. So we're gonna let this steep, and we let it sit overnight. You can see how dark and rich it got. And then we're gonna go ahead and strain it out. All right, so we've got our stinging nettle fertilizer here. Sorry, my glass is a little bit dirty, but you can see how dark and concentrated it is. Once we're done, we have strained it out, we've put it through that cheesecloth. It's nice and fine now, and it's going to mix in really well with our water. So just like anytime we're fertilizing seedlings, we're gonna be using this to fertilize our seedlings. Anytime we are fertilizing our seedlings, we want to remember to dilute our fertilizer. Okay, we don't want to do full strength on seedlings. It's just way too much. So I'm going to do about 1 teaspoon per gallon of water of this stuff. And I have a little baby watering can because to help us water our soil blocks. So I'm going to do 1/2 teaspoon of this into 1/2 gallon, and I'm going to go ahead and water our soil blocks with it. So we've been using this stinging nettle fertilizer for, we've started using it. The first time we used it was about 1.5 weeks ago, so about 2.5 weeks post-germination. And then we used another dose of it a couple of nights ago. So it's had 2 doses so far, 1 teaspoon per gallon. So they are looking nice and green and healthy. They definitely are not looking like they have been burned at all by this fertilizer. So these are good signs. If I were to compare these with last year's, I would say these are definitely a little bit further along. So my analysis is that 1 teaspoon of this stuff in 1 gallon of water is definitely not hurting our seedlings, and lisianthus tend to be pretty sensitive. If it's not hurting our lisianthus, it's probably not going to hurt your other seedlings either. Again, it contains a little bit of nitrogen, some trace elements, and it's just a nice natural fertilizer. You don't have to worry about really putting anything nasty or gross into your plants. I hope that this helps and that you're gonna give stinging nettle fertilizer a try for your seedlings this year. All right, guys, if you like this, please feel free to subscribe down below and get updates of all the stuff that we talk about throughout the growing season. Bye, guys.